welcome to Nosy Tarot Entertainment, where this nosy person plays with tarot cards for entertainment only. Today we're going to be doing a reading on the bond between Soobin and Beomgyu. This was requested by Star J Reams. We're going to go ahead and get started. Also, I felt the urge as I lit my sage and Palo Santo. I felt the urge to leave one match out. So I think it'll be interesting to see if the Ace of Wands comes out, because this really does look like the Ace of Wands. Let's go ahead and get started. We're going to have Soobin on this side, Beomgyu on this side, and shared energies in the middle. What is Soobin's overall current major arcana? We got several. I'm going to take them all. And what is Beomgyu's current overall major arcana, please? Beomgyu. And what is the shared energy between these two? And the near future for this bond. Okay, so let's get started on Soobin. Looks like he's got a lot to say. Magician in the reverse, the Lovers in the reverse, and the Devil. Okay, so it looks like he is going through something. He may have a little bit of bad habits. He could be codependent. He might be struggling with, anything that is not good for us, anything that is unhealthy. He could also be a Capricorn, or he could be getting influenced badly by a Capricorn. I also feel as though he might feel as though his talents are being wasted. Maybe he is being overlooked, or maybe he has made some kind of recent decision. He has chosen a path that he regrets a little bit. Now, as far as Beomgyu, it looks like he feels as though he is being left out of something. He feels like something is going on and he doesn't have all of the information, or something is being kept from him. And as far as the shared energies, the Strength card. Okay, so I think that this talks about each of them separately, both trying to be brave, both trying to take control over that inner being, over that internal thought process, being patient and also kind. But this is trying to be persuasive and to almost get your way, but to do it in a way that is beneficial to them. So I think that each of them are doing this with whatever is going on, because it looks like they got two separate things going here. And now let's look at the near future. Oh, the Wheel of Fortune. Okay, so I think that luck is coming. Goodness and good karma is returning to them. I also get the sense that there is something that they are destined to come upon, something that they are destined to do. And I also think that maybe they are... maybe they knew each other in former lives. Maybe they worked together, or they were best friends before in another life. But this is them having a turn of fate. This is good luck for them, good karma that is returning. Now, I want to just ask a general question as far as their bonds. What can we know about their bond? The bond between these two people. Thank you. So we got the Eight of Swords in the reverse, the Three of Swords, the Ace of Cups, and the Four of Swords in the reverse. So first off, lots of swords. This talks about thought processes. This talks about our state of awareness. And these are also air signs. And then we have the start of something here that they're passionate about, something that brings them joy, something that has lots of potential to make them happy, and potential for them to move forward and be successful with something. But I think that together they have been through some difficult times, and I think that they both struggle with they struggle with fame. Like, it's very difficult to be famous and to always have people watching or listening. And so I think that with this in the reverse, this really does take me back to this strength card here, because they are trying to do better. They are trying to build strength and to move in a more assertive way. And I think that this is also about release, not only releasing themselves and actually having some kind of freedom, but particularly of the mind. Look at how this person looks, like they are bound and they cannot see. And so with this being in the reverse, this is about them being free, being able to escape, and having a little more control, which again makes me think about this strength card, because the usual strength card is a feminine energy with a lion, and you have to be very persuasive and in control of not only your feelings, but of the feelings that you let other people catch on to, or else that lion will not trust you. And tell us about their relationship to one another. Their relationships to one another. Okay, so we have the Emperor in the reverse. We have the Four of Pentacles in the reverse, the Knight of Pentacles in the reverse, the Eight of Pentacles in the reverse, the Six of Cups. Okay, so we're talking about their relationship, and notice how initially we got well, not all, but we got primarily swords, which talks about their mind and their thought. And here we have so many pentacles. So this talks about money. This talks about how they earn money. And we do have one card here of cups, which talks about emotions. And so being that we got that Three of Swords previously, I think that this is about them letting go of things that are done and over with. They could each have a little bit of an ego as well. And so I do think that it is something that they struggle with, or something that they deal with, particularly with this Emperor in the reverse. I get the feeling that they may be put up against each other, like competition. Who is more talented? Who is the leader of the band? And who draws the most fans and revenue? Who brings the most people? And I think that it really does affect them. It affects how productive they are. I think it affects their ability to relate to one another and move on. And even more so, it affects how they actually show themselves to the public. Because this right here, the Four of Pentacles, talks about hoarding. But it's not only about hoarding like possessions or money, but also hoarding attention, hoarding the spotlight, and wanting it all to be for you and only on yourselves. And I think that it has costed them. I'm not sure how popular TXT is, but maybe they could be even more popular than they are now if they were not suffering or reaping the repercussions of these two fellas being kind of put up against each other, and if it's happening with the two of them, it could be happening with other people as well. And tell us, what can we know about the other members of this group and these two people? Okay, so we got the Hermit card, the Death card, the Lovers card, and then the Three of Pentacles in the reverse. So this is our second time getting the Lovers card. We got it over here in the reverse on Soobin's side. But notice when we asked about these two people in relation to the rest of the group, look at how many major arcanas came out. This is talking about big things happening. And this could also be talking about other members who are in different areas, but ultimately there is some kind of growth that needs to um, take place, and it looks like it could be on the verge of taking place, because this is about change, this is about transitioning, and this is also about moving forward from the past. And one of the things that I love about the Death card is that there is a sun in the background, which talks about the dawning of a new day. And so that is a very promising as far as the collaboration, the group is concerned. But I do think that they're going to have to work hard at it, and they're going to have to commit to that path, and they each need to do some soul searching. They each need to withdraw into the hermit's cave individually, both Soobin and Beomgyu and the other members of TXT, and they need to see what it is individually that they need to fix, that they need to adjust, so that this group can move forward and be successful. So now, again, Soobin over here, Beomgyu over here, shared energies in the middle. What are Soobin's main energies towards Beomgyu? And what are Beomgyu's main energies towards Soobin? And what are the shared energies between these two people? So, Soobin, his energies towards Beomgyu are, okay, again, swords. And we're going from the knight to the queen. And remember, these cards are all about a journey. And we go from the page to the knight to the queen to the king. Okay, so it looks like right now Soobin sees Beomgyu as the queen of swords, but in the reverse. These are both in the reverse. And I get the sense that he feels that Beomgyu is a little judgmental. Like maybe he judges others harshly. Maybe he is a little self-righteous, and he might be a ninja with his words. He will cut and slice and dice and excise you with his words, and it can be a little painful. So I do get the sense that Beomgyu is maybe not being the nicest right now. And then Beomgyu towards Soobin, we got the Death card in the reverse, the Knight of Pentacles, the Two of Cups, and the Moon in the reverse. And so, I think I'm going to sneeze. Hold on 1 second. Oh, it went away. Okay. So, I do think that Beomgyu really likes and appreciates, and almost maybe he sees Soobin as like somebody that he admires. You know, he thinks he is talented, and he really likes and appreciates his abilities. And I think that he feels that he is more of a slow mover. Beomgyu is more of a slow mover. He's a little slower, a little more dependable, but he'll get there, you know. And I think that he feels that Soobin is a little resistant to change, or he could even be overly fearful of something. And so Beomgyu feels that Soobin is a little hesitant, and he's a little put off by something that he is scared of, or maybe he's exceptionally stubborn, and so there is a bit of a friction there, because Soobin is resistant to change, and it could be out of fear. And let's see these shared energies. We got the High Priestess in the reverse. We got the Two of Swords in the reverse. and the Six of Swords in the reverse. Lots of swords coming out in this connection. So I think that there is something that they are postponing. Maybe it's something that they don't want to address. They really don't want to um, entertain it. It's something that they want to put to bed. They don't want it to go any further. It's almost like they don't want to give it any life. But I do get the sense that there is an outside energy that affects the way these two people think and perceive one another, because the high priestess in the reverse, and well, the high priestess in general can speak of a third party, but with this being in the reverse, it's like there is again something behind a veil. There is a mystery. All right, so I want to know the biggest obstacles these two are facing. The biggest obstacles these two are facing. We got the Nine of Wands in the reverse, the Hermit card, the Knight of Swords in the reverse, the Ten of Swords, and the Six of Pentacles. So we got, all right, so it, again, yeah, there's definitely something that they're trying to leave alone. They're like, you know what, we're more resilient and we can move beyond this. We don't even have to address it. It's like there is an underlying sense of what is going on, and it is a sense of give and take, give and take. It is about almost like having favorites or generosity or giving and withholding. It's also has something to do with giving something but with attached strings. So like maybe one gets paid or maybe one gets like more PR for, you know, something that they're doing, but that has strings attached to it. And so I do think that it is overwhelming for them, and it makes them feel as though they are being taken advantage of or used. And it can even be a sense of betrayal. But I think because of that, it's almost like they get stuck in their heads, and the conscious voice in their head, like their actual conscious, it's been altered and tampered with. So maybe they're overly critical of themselves, and maybe they almost like they can't trust themselves because someone has interfered with their inner monologue. What else can we know about the bond between these two? Thank you. Thank you. The Five of Wands in the reverse, the Six of Swords in the reverse. Again, we got that earlier, the Sun, and the Knight of Pentacles in the reverse. So this is the second time that we got the Knight of Pentacles in the reverse too. So there's definitely something that they are trying to resolve, they're trying to move forward from, and they really want to be on the same page. And they don't want it to go any further. They just want to knock it out. They want to slay this dragon because it'll lead to happier days. And also with this sun, when it shines, there are no shadows. There is nothing left unseen. And so I think it's almost like whatever the conflict has been, or the competition, whatever the competition has been, they want to pull it out, root and stem. And now let's look at the near future for these two. What is the near future for the bond of these two people? Thank you. Thank you. Near future. So we got the Ten of Wands, the Chariot, the Eight of Wands, the Six of Wands in the reverse, the Four of Cups, and the Four of Swords. So right off the bat, we got two fours. So this talks about stability, being stable. The Four of Swords talks about resting and holding on to whatever it is that like stabilizes us, whatever emotionally fulfills us. And this could also talk about like finding something to celebrate. And then from here, we go on to all this creative, passionate energy. Wands, Six of Wands in the reverse, 8 and 10. So I think that the near future for them, I think that they're going to continue to go through some difficulties. There are going to be some uncomfortable times that they are going to have to deal with. And it may be like maybe their tour doesn't go as well as expected. Maybe they have like some kind of signing meet and greet. And although it'll be successful, not quite as much as they had thought. But I do think that there is going to be some kind of fast moving energy. It's going to be it's going to be hot, it's going to be fire, it's going to be passionate, and it's going to be fast moving, very fast, because we have the Eight of Wands here and the Chariot. But I think that it's going to be very stressful, and that they're going to have a lot of pressure on them. But I think that ultimately they're going to be headed towards something that is magical. This is a mythical, magical creature. And I love the Chariot, but they have to be very careful because the Chariot can be like a younger, not fully developed energy of the Emperor. And the Emperor is not always the best card. It is a masculine energy, and it talks about like men doing what men do, and it talks about like having no emotion, just working straight from the thought process. But as long as we know where we want to go and we are able to decipher right from wrong, then I think that they will have success at the end. So that is my reading on the bond between Soobin and Beomgyu. I think that they've been kind of pit against each other, and I think that they are trying to move beyond that right now. Today we used the Tarot Familiars deck, we used the Learning Tarot Cards Tarot deck, Modern Witch Tarot deck, and the Boo Tarot deck. All of my major arcana were the Cat Tarot deck. That is my reading. Thank you for being here.